Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett. In my hands is Maker Comics Design a Game by Bree Wolf and Jesse Fuchs. It's written by both of them with Bree doing the art. All right, so I really like Maker Comics. They're pretty cool in that not only do they teach you about their concepts, but it actually is kind of like a step-by-step guide and has activities for you to do throughout the graphic novels. It's a series of graphic novels, so this one obviously is design a game. There's also lift sustainability, how to sustainably draw a comic, do science experiments, build robots, survive outdoors. There's a whole bunch of them, which is really, really cool. So this has some goals. So it says follow the step-by-step instructions and you'll be able to play classic games to see how they work, modify classic games with your rules and themes, brainstorm, research, prototype, and playtest a brand new game. And it does a fantastic job of doing that. I think this is actually a really cool graphic novel. I love board games. You know, we've got here the comics channel is the main one, graphic site, graphic policy. But there's also Board Game Today, which is our sister site. And slowly trying to get that going, rolling. I've loved board games. I've worked in comic shops, I've worked in game shops. Behind me, you can see just some of the games that I have. I actually worked for Games Workshop for a little while. Retail, nothing exciting. So this is actually really kind of cool to go in and read and see. And what it does is it takes you through game design. It really talks about the basics of the games. The start of it, of like what are some of the concepts, how do you kind of like define a game, and it takes you through like designing it and then playtesting it and getting feedback and stuff like that. It really is a solid step-by-step guide in creating games, starting with the basics and getting to like the more complicated stuff of designing and feedback. What's also really neat is each kind of chapter has interactive aspects of it. So like the first chapter is a very simple game of basically kind of like guessing what the other person's thinking. And then from there it takes you through, they call it Hex, which is kind of like not quite tic-tac-toe, but kind of like a checkers-ish move across the board game. It's actually a game that's quite a few in the back are very similar to. And then from there it tells you, like create variants of that, and from there create rules. And so it's really, really neat, and it gives you some of the material. So like there's a hex board in there, there's playtest feedback sheet, and you're allowed to copy those and use them and make copies and play with it. What's also really interesting is the games within. Some of them are single player, some of them are multiple players. And I think that's really, really neat in that it's showing you that there are different aspects to these games. The background of this is it's not just a guide. It's not some boring guide that you read and instructions and all that. No, there's actually a story to it. So it's about a bunch of kids who go to a space station summer camp, and they love games, and their professor Zephyr teaches them about the art and science of game design. What makes them fun, what type of games are out there, how can designers make an okay game great, stuff like it takes you through all that. The art is pretty decent. It kind of reminds me of some like Boom Studio stuff out there that's popular. Maybe a little bit of like a Cartoon Network vibe off of it for some of it. But it works. It works, I think, really, really well. It takes you through it. So like, this is Mind Meld. This is the first game to play. And it's just a 2-player, don't need any materials. Time to play is 5 minutes. Where you literally try to guess what's on the other person's mind. And then, it takes you through a little bit more complicated stuff. Here's a little guide of what is a game, like to get you to think through that sort of stuff. And what's interesting is, like, there's a lot of debates about games today, like what is a game, what's not. There's one called Ducks in a Row, and that board game people have all the time. When you're with little kids, what some of the stuff do they play? Are they actual games? Tons of debate on there, and this will kind of get you to think about that sort of stuff. I think it's really cool. Longtime fans of board games will really enjoy it. Young people who maybe want to learn how to do board games, or just old people that want to learn how to play. Anyone that wants to learn how to play design board games will want to maybe check it out. I think overall it definitely is a good job of getting you to kind of really think about the games themselves, not just appreciate and have fun and go through the motions and play the games, but really think about the design of it. And maybe get you to make your own. Who knows? So overall, I think it's another wonderful entry into this series. Great thing to give to someone who's interested in any of this. So check it out. Really cool. As usual, Maker Comics, highly recommend. Out now. You can go get this in comic shops. Bookstores as well. We have a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code, tell the comic shops near you. No shop, no problem. We do have some links where you can purchase your own. They'll be affiliate links, so we do get a small percentage. By doing that, you do help us, so thank you. Speaking of support, I wanted to thank for a second for hooking us up with a review copy. Thank you all for watching. If you're into graphic novels, if you're into comics, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. If you're into board games, check us out at boardgametoday.com. We're on, of course, Facebook, Tumblr, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all at Board Game Today or Graphic Policy. Until next time. Oh, we'll do it here. Keep rolling that dice. Oh, I got a 2. Let's do that again. See, oh, there we go. There's the 6. There's the 6. Keep reading those comics. Get your game on. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.